As tensions between India and Pakistan continue to rise, the entire nation is waiting for India's response. And Times now has travelled to the Indo-Pak international border in Araspura to get a closer look at the situation on the ground. Our team had an exclusive conversation with officials who spoke about the escalating tensions. With both sides on high alert, the situation remains delicate and all eyes are now on the government's next move.
Behind me is not just a fence, but this is a front line of India-Pakistan international border where sacrifice, security and tension live side by side. After the Pahalgam terror attack, we have been seeing a number of ceasefire violations at LOC and at the international border between India and Pakistan as well. But what is the significance here at the India-Pakistan international border? What role does it play during the wartime and in fact at such kind of instances when there is tension escalating between both the countries? Today I am being joined by someone who has seen the LOC, the international border, not just on the map, but from his binoculars on the ground. And in fact, he has also been into counter-terror operations in the Kashmir as well. I'm being joined by retired Brigadier Rajan Jamwalji, who is going to decode all the details from ground zero here from the front lines at the India-Pakistan international border. Thank you so much, sir, for joining here with Times Now. So first of all, let us talk about the tensions that are escalating between both the countries, India and Pakistan, say it be at LOC and here at the IB as well.
You see, the 22nd of this April has been our moment. I mean, the 7th of October, what happened in Israel, something similar has happened here. And therefore, the country has had enough. We have had incidents before that. We had Mumbai, we had whole lot of incidents. I mean, Pulwama, this thing, Uri, I mean, you just name, then Parliament attack. The nation has finally had it enough. This is our movement. So we are going to strike back. The Prime Minister has said, the Home Minister has said, the Defence Minister has said. In fact, the strike will be from our side. And in fact, what we have done is we already struck. That immediately we abrogated the Indus Water Treaty. The diplomatic strike we carried out. And of course, apart from that, the military escalation ladder also we have climbed. But that was an immediate response. What Pakistan is not really talking about, and in fact rather they are scared, is of our intermediate and the final response. Okay, in my view, the final response may take a little time, but in the intermediate, what we are doing, you know, they are scared. Any day there could be a missile strike, there could be a major escalation, there could be a we could improve our defensive posture at some places. There are multiple options. There could be a naval strike, the multiple options. The ball is in our court and we are rightly taking our own time. We are taking our own time.
So at this point of time, what we are being hearing, and several reports are also coming out, that, you know, Pakistan has left its post empty, its bunkers are empty, and in fact they've also shifted some of their, you know, areas beyond this particular area from where they were standing earlier. And not just that, but they have also vacated their villages. Sir, what does this symbolizes? Because from here also, in fact, we reported and we showed the last village of Pakistan, and not just the last village but also the post which shows that there was no Pakistani soldier in that particular post.
You see what happens, it means they are preparing themselves for war, because actually in actual case of combat, when they certainly don't intend to attack, they are very clear that it is India which is going to attack. So what that happens, it is a natural flow of things, what we call the battle of forward zone. The BOPs fall back to the main defenses, which is...
Well, these marks, these scars narrate to you the story of the year 2018. These scars on the walls is on a house that's located in the Arnia sector, which had to face massive ceasefire violation in the year 2018. That was a cowardly attack by Pakistan in the year 2018, where they targeted the civilians who are staying at the Indo-Pak border. There was cross-border firing, there was heavy shelling, the mortars were fired, and in fact these are the marks that you're watching on television screens right now on the walls when the mortars are fired. And in fact these are so deep, in fact you can see that there are in fact 4 to 5 years past, but still these marks remain as it is. And in fact, surprisingly, what we thought was this particular village or house could have been empty, because again the tensions are escalating between India and Pakistan, but the picture remains to be an opposite picture. The owner of the house, the families, the people of these villages have not left their houses, and in fact they have not erased these marks as well. The reason being, they are saying that they want to send a message to the Pakistan, and they want to remind themselves, not just one but day and night, that this is what Pakistan did to them in the year 2018, and now it is the time to take the badla, to take the revenge of these scars. I am in fact being joined by the owner of this particular house, who had to face this heavy shelling, and in fact his house was damaged completely, tractor was damaged, and the family members also had to face injury. सर ये बताइए, जब 2018 में शेलिंग हुई थी तब क्या क्या नुकसान हुआ था? हम देख रहे हैं निशान अभी भी लगे हुए हैं।
सर जी हमारे घर में नुकसान हुआ था, पाकिस्तान का फायरिंग आया और सीधा हमारे घर में आया गोला आकर, इधर सेल में देखो, इधर पूरे निशान लगे हुए हैं जी। इसने इतनी बुरी हालत की हमारे गाँव की, हमारे घर की इतनी बुरी हालत है, क्योंकि मेरा ट्रैक्टर भी ये फ्रैक्चर हो गया था ये पूरे का पूरा ही, और उसके बाद हम घर छोड़ के फिर भी नहीं गए थे।
आप यहीं रुके रहे?
हाँ बिल्कुल, हम यहीं रुके रहे, हमारे बच्चे भी यहीं रहे, हम पूरा परिवार यहीं थे, हमारा गांव भी यहीं था, गांव भी कोई नहीं गया।
यहाँ पर हम देख रहे हैं कि कई सारे निशान अभी भी इस वक्त बने हुए हैं।
सर ये सल पड़ा था हमारे घर में पूरा, और इसकी वजह से जो 2018 में पड़ा था, और सारा देख लो पूरे का पूरा ये उड़ा हुआ है।
और हमने देखा कि उस तरफ भी निशान जो है वो है, मतलब काफी तेज गति से मोटार फायर किए गए।
फायर था सर, जितना मोटा था उसका वो पीछे वाली जो होता ना वो पंखा मोटा
प्रिंटर जो होता है वो टूटता है, तब जगह जगह उसके निशान बन जाते हैं,
जगह जगह निशान बन गए थे, और सारे इसका मुंह तोड़ जवाब देना चाहिए।
लेकिन सर क्या वजह है? 2018 में हुआ, लेकिन आज भी आपने निशान मिटाया नहीं है, इसी तरह से दीवारों पर लगे
सारा हमने इसलिए रखे हुए हैं। देखो हमारे घर में आकर हमारी ये हालत होती है बॉर्डर पर, तो पाकिस्तान जब भी फायर करता हमारी यही हालत होती है।
लेकिन अब पहलगाम में हमला हुआ है, अब
पहलगाम में हमला हुआ है, हम तो ये चाहते हैं कि हम पाकिस्तान के पूरा तुन का बदला लेना चाहिए उसके साथ।
Bunkers are the assets of a soldier when it comes to the battlefield. We are not going to disclose you the location from where we are reporting right now, but definitely we are going to take you inside the bunker so as to show that how a bunker from inside look like, where the soldiers hide themselves, and not just that but also target the enemies. And in fact they are built in a special way. They are not just the bunkers to hide, but they are also the lifeline of the soldiers. So times now, in fact, we'll be taking you inside these bunkers and we'll show you these pictures inside, that how a bunker looks like from inside. Remember that these bunkers, you know, built in a special way, in a special manner, so as to hide for the soldiers, so as the soldiers could hide themselves here inside these bunkers. And in fact, if we walk just few steps, then there is a window, there is a view from where the enemy could be targeted easily. Remember that these structures are made up of thick concrete so that they can face the heavy shelling, firing, and in fact also the mortars that are fired at a time when the tension escalates. And not just one, but there are a number of bunkers that have been, you know, built over here, say at be the LOC or at the India-Pakistan international border as well. And these are made up with the special structures, and their, you know, construction is in such a way that the enemy could not trace it easily. They are halfway down, halfway up. That means they are underground bunkers. And in fact, now we'll show you the visuals over here from this particular window, where you can see that how the other side, that means the side of the enemy, that Pakistan side, is easily, you know, visible from this particular area. And also in fact remember that these particular you know, these windows from where you're from where we are reporting right now, these help these soldiers, Indian soldiers in fact, to target the enemy, to trace the enemy. And there is this another way from where you can, you know, get out. There are two ways from where you can come in. You can in fact at a time of heavy firing or shelling, you can stop here, you can stay here, you can protect yourself over here from such kind of shelling or cross border firing, and then you can quickly move forward, use that window to fire to target the enemy, and again back to the ground on the battlefield. So that was a complete comprehensive coverage from inside a bunker, so as to get a view that what our soldiers in fact have to go through when it comes to battlefield. It is certainly not an easy job. Every soldier, every Indian soldier is definitely a hero for all of us, because they have been safeguarding our borders, every Indian as well.